Bitcoin is coming down right here into some massive support, guys. Are we going to break through this to the downside and see a further correction in Bitcoin? Or can we still bounce from these levels, breaking the resistance and continue this rally? Guys, that will be the topic of today's video, so let's jump straight into it. I want to just start off with the Bitcoin price action. We actually had a little bit of a drop last night or today, but we still are in this formation, right? We still are in this formation, so that is important to note. Also, what right now is really coming up is the 4-hour EMA ribbon. I think that is a very important level as well, because normally when we break below the 4-hour EMA ribbon, the chances of a continuational move to the downside actually increases. So Bitcoin is definitely at a very important spot right here. If we have a look at the stablecoin dominance, and this is the more important chart, this one I've also shared yesterday over on Will Alerts, that is that if this thing keeps on holding right here, you can see that if you look at this chart, if this would be any other altcoin, you would be bullish on this chart. And this chart has an inverse correlation with Bitcoin, which means that if this thing breaks up, you know, right here in the relative strength index with these bullish divergences, then Bitcoin is going down, because more and more market cap or more liquidity will be concentrated in stablecoins. So this is an inverse correlation. This one goes up, Bitcoin goes down. This one goes down, Bitcoin goes up. So this is a very important chart to watch right here, because we are seeing this bullish divergences. Maybe we break out in the relative strength index first, so then we get already an early sign that this most likely wants to get a brief, maybe a retest right here, and then go lower, maybe more severe, and then go lower. Who knows? But what is very interesting is that if we do zoom out right here, then we actually are right below some key support which we have not touched yet. So that makes it very interesting, because if we were to come up, test the former support as resistance, and then still come down right here, this would mean with Bitcoin that Bitcoin would go to 30 to 32,000, somewhere right here, and then right here to 40k, something like that. Maybe this move would even make it higher than 40k. It is a significant move. But also, if we do touch these levels, as you can see, I already have some alerts right here. I do think we most likely are in for a top in the Bitcoin price, as this is some massive support, and I'm expecting a bounce there until we then break below this level and then go to 100,000 US dollars. If we have a look at the US dollar Tether stablecoin, it's actually looking the same as the one combined with USDC. Also coming down right here, having a kind of a declining channel slash falling wedge type of formation, while the relative strength index is trending up basically. So this is showing us that in the background there might be some bullish momentum boiling up in this charts, which is basically bearish for Bitcoin. But like I also said in my previous videos, guys, I don't want to front run, because these things can also roll over. This is what happens in bull markets. So that's why structure always needs to be the final confirmation. So if Bitcoin breaks below the 4-hour EMA ribbon, which is also below this white line right here, okay, we most likely get a further correction right here until we break back above these levels. So guys, these are definitely the 2 or 3 charts that I'm watching right now, just to know what's going on with Bitcoin. Ethereum got a little bit of a correction too, but still holding above the former resistance, acting as support. Interesting. BNB token, guys, had actually a massive rally, and I think it's quite crazy to see this, but it has touched resistance right here at 255 US dollars, and as you can see, we also so far got a quick rejection from this resistance. I still, guys, with the fundamental situation of Binance, I still don't really see this chart breaking up, even though crypto becoming more bullish. I don't know. This chart is a clear descending triangle, and fundamentally all the headwinds that Binance had last year, and all the trading volume that they lost, fees that they lost, customers that they lost, countries that they've lost, attacks that they are getting from BlackRock and so on, I just don't see this thing breaking up, because we have a really bearish technical structure right here. So if we do get rejected right here, the more we touch the support, the higher the chances is that we actually break it at one point, because here we can see we touch the support, massive bounce, touch the support, little bit stronger bounce, touch the support, also a smaller bounce. So as you can see, it's like a stone jumping on water, right? Every touch with the water, the stone and the movement of the stone gets weaker and weaker and weaker until it sinks below the water. Skipping stones, I guess is the name. So this is an interesting chart that I'm looking at as well. I don't really think that this represents the whole cryptocurrency market, so don't get too much panic out of this, but I just think it's interesting to see. Also with Bitcoin, I really want to see some strength in the shorter term time frame, because the longer this is grinding on that support, the higher the likelihood that this is going to break down. And yeah, most importantly is definitely going to be this chart, which is the stablecoin dominance combined USDC with US dollar Tether. Because in previous cases also, guys, it's also when you don't really know what's going on with Bitcoin, you can always get confirmations from these charts, which can give you a much clearer image, right? We can get here a very early confirmation on what's going on with Bitcoin, rather than just looking at the Bitcoin price. And if we would include also the signs from Will Porter, that's something that is, like I've been sharing in my previous videos as well, is also something that's kind of important, because what we are seeing on the derivatives exchange data is actually pretty bearish. The derivatives exchange data is bearish, but there are some wildcard scenarios that when Bitcoin is accelerating, Bitcoin could ignore these signals. But if you just look at a normal market structure, which we might not in, right? That is the important question. But if you look at the normal market structure and you look at these derivatives exchange data, it is not too bullish. We have already positive funding rates over an extended amount of time, which can last in a bull market, don't get me wrong. We have right here, on the daily time frame, we got a premium index already being positive for quite some time, which basically means that perpetual futures are pushing the price of Bitcoin up, and it's not spot market. So you want to have that spot market pushing the price of Bitcoin up. That's really bullish. Right, people buying on spot, but it's right now mostly leverage. So that's the derivatives exchange data picture. But then it all comes down to the structure, because if Bitcoin can hold it 4-hour EMA ribbon, can hold the support, and try to push to the resistance again, we're most likely going to see the stablecoin dominance right here getting rejected from this level, and then this function as a continuation pattern, right? So, but as long as we are still holding these levels, Bitcoin is kind of on a slippery road right here. Because when this thing breaks out to the upside, Bitcoin will see a significant correction. Not only Bitcoin, it will be Ethereum as well. Because you can see right here, that is the total market cap of crypto right now getting kind of rejected at the resistance, right? So let's see how this is playing out. I'm going to watch these charts like a hawk. It's going to be very important, and most likely today, tomorrow, we are going to get some more clarity on the direction of Bitcoin. I think most likely even already today. Okay guys, that was it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, smash up the like button. That's very much appreciated. If you want to stay connected with me during this bull market, make sure to subscribe down below. Hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever we upload a new video. If you want to join Will Alerts, which is the private Telegram channel where you can receive extra information on the cryptocurrency markets, like which altcoins to trade. And we just shared there yesterday a very important altcoin which could make easily a 10 to 100x this bull market. And why? Because the fundamentals of that altcoin are way above its market cap right now. Guys, I can tell you already right now, no one is talking about that token. I got a tip from someone to look at the token, then I did my own research, and it actually looks quite insane. Okay guys, so for everyone interested in that, you can find all the information down below in the description. I wish every single one of you a beautiful day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.